This is Deb Helfrich, hashtag RedheadedSheHulk. I'm also the founder of hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy. Welcome to where my first place of employment meets my next place of employment. I am officially instigating an occupation of Carnegie Mellon University. I have drove in this little corner, HSS behind me, CFA in front of me. This is life becoming art in every unfolding moment. This is a stream of consciousness, performance art philosophy, Socratic monologue, saved my life, to talk about how talking about how I saved my life saves many lives. Because as the wise feminine she Socrates of the 2020s, I've returned to Carnegie Mellon, where I got my BA in philosophy 30 years ago. I have the ID to prove it. And what I've done as an outlier outside of academia, outside of most of the shenanigans of corporate capitalism, just finding my own little corner, my own little way of just sort of, twirling through the front door in marvelous, marvelous ways to just go, look at me, I'm not. Another drive on. I've started trending. So I couldn't break the law if I tried. I mean, I just couldn't cause any harm. But I'm working on a very high degree of difficulty as far as attention seeking. And having it all just be like, keep pushing the bar higher, Deb, driving your own car onto campus. That's just not radical enough. Oh, well. Stream of consciousness. My work as a stand-up philosopher will become known as somebody who can do stream of consciousness about stream of consciousness. The pandemic really helped me in shutting down the comedy clubs because I would never have made it. I'm not explicitly humorous in the sort of make fun of people, keep being ever more raunchy way. But I got jokes. As the little redheaded girl who's grown up to be able to give Sigmund Freud vagina envy. And yes, I did take a couple of philosophy courses on psychoanalysis. Never mind. I was all up in the why did he name it that? Did he name it that? How did Freud get so popular? That's where that flummoxing came through, that fully embodied, like, this is what I want to know. How did Freud get so popular? He sat in an armchair, cigar, some cocaine, sitting in a Adirondack. There's another sample. Sitting in an Adirondack, philosophizing. Just because I can think of no other way to stay alive. Like, I'm in the zone of being present. And I have tried everything within my power. Now, I have some conditions. The toxic mold exposure really deadened some aspects of my left brain. I learned to rewire into my right brain, creative brain. So following repetitive, orderly task things, I just sort of go meta and I'm like, you could do that better. And there's an interesting way to meet all these rules, but really efficiently get to the end result. So that's why I'm officially occupying Carnegie Mellon. The Bars to drive on campus are down. There's a sign that points me to visitor parking right in that very courtyard. And I need a few days. I suspect it'll take a few days. I'm here I'm here for free until we negotiate my starting price. As a visiting scholar, I'm looking for a contract to do some work on solving the hard problem of consciousness and how moving through that framework really quickly gets us to altering human health. Philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity, which is my own intellectual property entirely, and it's date time stamped all over the YouTube, the Twitter sphere, everywhere. That here we go. Having a little bit of a situation. My attention is 100% not on the live stream. There's a very jangly dog collar walking around. And Zanzi stayed asleep. And I even waved at the lovely lady who didn't force the issue because she sees me over here. World headquarters at the moment. Doing my very first live stream. It's a bit rambly. But again, there's environmental variables to be worried about. I don't think I'm even going to get a confrontation fun with the landscaping guy. So the confrontation is the actual emissions and auditory, all of the mowing equipment. The guy I'm envisioning, because he came and did a little corner over here earlier, and I was sort of looking like, because it's like he has done this bit, but maybe not. Like the part under the shade might have been too wet. They might have been trying to do this part just for me. Hey y'all, doing a live stream. Yeah, performance art. Yeah, you want to come over, hang out, chat? You can try. She's very shy. But let's give her a shot.
Is she hot or he? I'm not sure. It's okay.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Hi. She's 11 years old, but she's not been exposed to a lot of
I get it.
This is kind of something you want to be like. That's why I pick her up and try to. She doesn't know how to be.
I understand.
You're such a loud one.
I'm scared. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Anybody wants to cut it?
I'll try.
No, I can't talk to the reason she works so much. Then she never has to talk.
Right.
I let her talk.
What? Something to say? Yeah.
We don't have those Thank you. Say thank you, people. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for letting us say hi.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Seems like a nice spot to sit and work.
I don't know how this is not perfect heaven.
Yeah.
There's a little porta potty and an electrical outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I actually
there's a
didn't
whole
know that this was
afternoon.
an electrical outlet there.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty handy.
So I've been traveling, right? electricity is the biggest problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Where we need more of these outdoor outlets, so I have actually been sleuthing all over
yeah.
Pittsburgh, and that's the first one I found.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, it's like the perfect spot. Shady.
Pull up. And we have a little, I just bedroom.
I like how she just like plonked herself down.
It's
Yeah.
Well, have a good walk and everything.
You too, bye.
Nice meeting you. We will. You too. Okay. We're back on the live stream. Having fun. No harm, no foul. Art being created in order to fund hashtag Wellbeing Philosophy Institute. Human potential, y'all. Human potential. About 12 minutes into this, I was like, oh, this will be so long, this will be so long. I'm getting good at it. So now, can't pick into the memory from where I ended when we were playing with the kids. Looks like they're on some sort of tour, to be quite frank, because there's like sort of one leader guy, and then others are varying like energies. One of the things that Carnegie Mellon can start me a tab and underwrite and sponsor and everything is the world's first global symposium employing philosophy to unite African, Eastern, and Western approaches to do-it-yourself well-being strategies. There's a commercial product, a philosophical global symposium where we do things differently, as most things these days are all about experts selling their very expensive services. Like, we're creating such a polarization in our civilization. It's not even, it makes me, like, literally my mouth just got completely dried up. The digitals and the analogs. That's the sort of Terminator T2 version of what's going on. I've taken this little tour through homelessness to be right here. You know, I was an early digital. I know the benefits. I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to say tech is evil. But very nearly unintended consequences of tech is evil. Insofar as it's you know, putting the lobster in the pot, just raising the temperature a little bit. You're not seeing how the screens that you use have altered what's going on in your brain. Because I had to self-isolate for this last decade due to the toxic mold exposure and multiple chemical sensitivity and childhood neglect being what I knew, like, okay, just go be by myself. Use my brain, use my philosophy, figure this out. I mean, don't get me wrong here. Look at this cinematography right here. I hadn't even worked at. Now, I have a little, in the future, we'll definitely have moved that right along so that I look even younger and younger and younger. As soon as my demands are met. My creative demands are, give me a little room and board, a little stipend, Carnegie Mellon, and a number of projects, you know, do this little documentary, right? Bound to be really great press for the university. perhaps Cannes level quality documentary. The CFA will call me back. I got projects for kids up in here. Ways that really save the world, because me talking about me is talking about how all of us could potentially live in this state of being your very, very own best friend. Like, the chips are down, nowhere else to turn to. You've invented all sorts of escapades. There doesn't currently exist any pathway to becoming a stand-up philosopher. And I've tried, like an Edison that I am, as the globe's originator of the importance of the philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity. You gotta throw an Edison reference in here every now and again. But I have failed so spectacularly, so brilliantly. It's my context of spectacularly well. The level of degree of difficulty I have been taking every shot at. I'm going to do these live streams in my typical zones of genius, 18, 23, 33 minutes. And I guess it's been about a half hour. I'm feeling like, oh, we've got this. This is so like. Here's the bet. Will security arrive before it gets dark? And we got some fuzziness in there as a philosopher. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna let that be dark. Yeah. Sundown. We ain't gonna see the sun. So we are. There goes the sun. So there's right around in here. I'll be able to. Sorry, no, I really was in strategic planning mode there about how this may unfold, what I should do or not do. I mean, here I'm sitting. I already had people call the cops on me twice in my life, and both times it was because I was sitting in my car, enjoying the shade. What kind of civilization do we live in? We're a 52-year-old fat redhead with a vehicle full of stuff. So I'm not like looking around for, a place to go in. What law am I purporting to be attempting to break? There's no space in my vehicle to be stealing things. So why are the cops called on me? And here I'm like, okay, let me negotiate with security up front on my fun project demands. Like, that's all I needed. Is a place to not have to pay for parking. And all my stuff here. There's some. Goodwill hunting. Carnegie Mellon's Goodwill Hunting is unfolding. June 12th, 2021. Project Greenlight this, Matt and Ben. Robin Williams is pissed at y'all. He's most pissed at Eddie Izzard. Well, we both know Eddie couldn't see me. I played and apprenticed myself. Play is equivalent in my words, but with all sincere seriousness, During the month of January 2020, I apprenticed myself as Eddie Izzard ran a marathon every day in January. And then she added a second one on day 2. Look at my comments with Ewan McGregor, George Clooney, Joanna Lumley, Dawn French. I was playing a menage a trois digitally. It's hashtag NFT quality art. Truly it is. I'm just playing the game of life and these few little digital constraints that I have. YouTube, LinkedIn, the Twitter sphere. Whew. All right. She's sphinxing at a Jedi level. Putting it all out there, but you got to invest the time to see how all of these bits and pieces go together. Because I'm working on a 75 to 90 minute Netflix streaming deal. All the pressure on the internet. Nobody's gonna watch anything over 20 minutes. No, it's got to be under 10 minutes. You cannot make a 5-minute video. Nobody will watch a 5-minute video. Dave Chappelle! Can we please have a holla? I need to be the next you. I need to lock up people's cell phones. Although I'll give them a pen and paper to write down all the Wikipedias that they could just go look at. I had initially wanted them to just look at the Wikipedias during this show, but I'm never going to be able to pause their fingers and everything. I want their attention on me and stuff, so get rid of their phones. I really have done this. I really have started occupying Carnegie Mellon with the simple protest of not wanting to pay for parking and find a comfort in my homelessness, hoping that then draws enough attention for me to resolve the homelessness in a few days through the abundance of Carnegie Mellon. Redirecting it through me and this little education empire that I'm working on as an investment. I want somebody else to deal with the finances. The numbers of dollars are a lot. I don't want to talk about them anymore. It's over there. My job is to talk about the trillions of life force that gets unlocked when people see me being who I am in this inventive mode. This is performance art philosophy, yo. Hashtag NFT art. I'm gonna need a major gallery deal quite soon. RedheadedSheHulk at Gmail. Harmony.